Have you ever felt utterly invisible? Like you're just a ghost in the room, maybe even when surrounded by people. And what if I told you the secret to instantly raising your own self-esteem, that feeling of being seen and valued, actually started with acknowledging, well, complete strangers?
It sounds almost counterintuitive, doesn't it? That our own sense of worth could be so uh, intimately tied to these fleeting interactions with people we don't even know. But, as we're about to uncover in this deep dive, the profound impact of simply acknowledging others is really one of the most powerful yet often overlooked principles from Mel Kaufman's life's work.
Welcome, everyone, to the deep dive. We're your guides today, putting on our networking hat, you could say, to find some genuine gold nuggets.
Hmm.
Today, we're really embarking on a journey into the incredible insights from Mel Kaufman's extensive body of work. We're specifically focusing on the transformative power found in that simple, everyday act of, well, acknowledging strangers.
Exactly. And our mission today is to truly understand a principle that, while it seems simple, is utterly transformative. Acknowledging strangers doesn't just elevate their self-esteem, it unequivocally raises yours too.
Mm.
Mill's work presents this not merely as a feel-good idea or, a moral imperative, though it is certainly both of those things, but also as a profoundly financially wise act.
Ooh, okay. Financially wise, we'll definitely need to unpack that. So let's really delve into this first part. Think about a time maybe you've been in a bustling coffee shop, or perhaps a crowded professional event, or even just waiting in line somewhere.
Mm.
You're not actively trying to engage, right? But you're also not trying to hide. Yet everyone around you seems to be in their own little world, eyes glued to phones or deep in conversation with others. You're just there. And you feel completely invisible, like a non-entity. It's a strangely isolating, almost diminishing feeling, isn't it?
Absolutely. That feeling of being unseen. It's universal, and Mel Kaufman's work gives powerful validation for it. In fact, he captures that exact sentiment perfectly in his book, Little Miracles, specifically in Miracle 35. Don't ignore that stranger. He recounts a conversation with a man in Portland, Oregon, who articulated this experience so vividly. The man said, I'm quoting here, "Being ignored makes me feel about 1 inch tall."
Wow.
Yeah. And this wasn't just like a fleeting annoyance for him. It was a deeply felt negative emotional and psychological impact. When we're ignored, it really chips away at our sense of belonging, our value, our very existence in that moment.
1 inch tall. Wow. That perfectly describes it, doesn't it? It's such a visceral, shrinking feeling. And what's really striking, I think, is that we often inadvertently inflict this on others, right? Unknowingly diminishing their self-esteem, maybe not out of malice, but just by choosing to ignore them, by not even meeting their gaze sometimes. It's
Yeah.
a silent, everyday interaction, or, well, lack thereof, that carries so much weight.
Precisely. And this leads us directly to a core, almost foundational principle from Mel Kaufman's life's work. He states, with really immense clarity, that no one has the God-given right to lower another's self-esteem.
That's a powerful statement.
It's a powerful declaration, isn't it? It completely reframes our responsibility in every human interaction. Instead, Mel asserts, our true right, maybe even our fundamental purpose in these interactions, is to raise others' self-esteem. It's a complete shift in perspective, you see, moving from just passive non-engagement to an active, positive contribution to the social fabric around us. It's that moral imperative he talks about.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just about being a good person, though. That's important, too. There's this profoundly powerful reciprocal benefit that Mel uncovers, a real game changer. It's the central, transformative insight, the real gold nugget from his life's work in this specific area.
Indeed. Mel reveals this incredible truth, almost like a fundamental law of human interaction. When you raise others' esteem, your self-esteem goes up along with theirs. And he adds this great analogy. Like water, self-esteem seeks its own level.
Like water. Huh.
Yeah, this isn't just some poetic observation. It's a deep dive into the intrinsic mutual benefit of these interactions. Think of it this way. Self-esteem isn't a fixed quantity like a pie that gets smaller when you share it. Instead, it behaves like water in connected vessels, right?
Yeah.
If you raise the level in one, the level in the other naturally rises to match it.
Okay, I see.
So when you offer a genuine acknowledgement, you're not just making them feel good, you're actually engaging a positive feedback loop within yourself. Your brain registers that positive social interaction, that moment of connection, and rewards you, with a boost of feel-good neurochemicals. It's an expansive thing, not a zero-sum exchange at all.
So this isn't simply about altruism or, being nice for the sake of it, although those are definitely good aims. It's a powerful, practical strategy for our own personal well-being, our growth, and yes, as you mentioned earlier, even our professional and financial success. It almost sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? That helping others so directly boosts our own well-being and opens doors. But how exactly does this translate into being a financially wise act, as you put it? That's where I think some people might be a bit skeptical.
Yeah, that's a crucial question, and Mel really unpacks this from various angles. Think about it. When we consistently make others feel seen and valued, especially in professional contexts, we're building immense social capital.
Right.
An acknowledged colleague feels more integrated, more collaborative. A client who feels genuinely seen not just as a transaction but as an individual is much more likely to trust you, refer you, come back to you.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Leaders who uplift their teams, they foster loyalty and higher productivity.
Mm-hmm.
When you make someone feel good, you become memorable, you become approachable. You build a reputation as someone who is, well, charismatic and empathetic. These aren't just soft skills. They are the absolute foundations of strong professional networks, effective leadership, and lasting client relationships.
Right.
So it directly impacts your influence, your reputation, and ultimately, yeah, your career trajectory and earning potential.
Yeah.
It really is an investment with a very tangible return.
That makes so much sense. It really shifts networking from something purely transactional to something deeply human and genuinely beneficial for everyone involved.
Hmm.
And Mel takes this a step further, doesn't he? He offers a tangible remedy for those moments when you feel your own self-esteem dipping. What's his advice there?
He offers an immediate, actionable prescription. Yeah. If you ever feel your own self-esteem is low, or maybe you're experiencing a moment of self-doubt, Mel suggests you should actively take time to raise the self-esteem of the next person you meet.
Just like that. Go find someone.
Just like that. And he promises your self-esteem will thank you. It works because it shifts your focus outward, right? It breaks that cycle of internal rumination. It gives you a sense of purpose, a moment of positive social interaction, and that reciprocal boost we talked about. It immediately kicks in. It's a really powerful self-correction mechanism.
Okay, this is great. Let's unpack this with some immediate application then. How can we put this powerful networking lesson into action immediately, like starting today? This isn't just theory, it's about practical, everyday changes.
Right. And Mel provides some incredibly clear and actionable immediate implementation tips. The first one is just about simple, immediate acknowledgement. At your next networking event, or honestly just walking into your office or navigating a busy mall, or even just stepping into a coffee shop, make a conscious effort. Instead of looking down or past people, make eye contact and offer a brief, polite greeting. This could be a simple nod, a genuine smile, maybe a quiet, good morning. The key is to acknowledge every new person you encounter, even if you don't stop for a full conversation. It's about signaling, I see you.
I love that. It's so simple. Let's give a concrete example. Imagine you're at a big professional conference, right? Instead of walking into the main hall staring at your phone or, making a beeline only for the two people you already know, try this. As you walk in, consciously make eye contact with, say, 3 new people you pass. Just a brief, genuine smile, maybe a nod. You don't even need to stop and chat. Or think about your local coffee shop. The person making your drink, the person waiting next to you for their order. A simple smile and a nod, a quick hello. It's such a small gesture, but for them, it might mean feeling recognized. And for you, it instantly shifts your own internal state, doesn't it?
Precisely. And that leads beautifully into Mel's second powerful tip, which he refers to as a conscious self-esteem boost. This draws insights from what he calls Miracle 17. This is specifically for those moments when you feel a dip in your own confidence. If your own self-esteem is feeling low, Mel says, actively seek out someone new or even a familiar face you haven't truly acknowledged recently, and give them a genuine, specific compliment or a sincere acknowledgement. While the specifics of Miracle 17 cover broader principles of appreciation, the core message here is about being precise and authentic.
Okay, specific and authentic. So if you're feeling a bit shy, maybe, or perhaps overwhelmed by that imposter syndrome feeling in a new professional setting, instead of retreating into yourself, look for something specific to genuinely appreciate. Like, for instance, you might notice a unique, tasteful lapel pin someone's wearing. Or maybe you overheard a thoughtful question they just asked in a group discussion. You could approach them and simply say, that's a really interesting pin. Where did you find it? Or, I really liked your point about X in the discussion just now. It really made me think. It's direct, it's genuine, and it creates that immediate, positive micro connection.
And the power here, the real gold nugget, is in actively observing the reciprocal boost this creates. Pay attention to their reaction, that little flicker of surprise, maybe the broadening of their smile, the slight straightening of their posture. You'll actually see that immediate uplift in their spirit, and simultaneously, Mel promises you will feel that upward lift in your own self-esteem as well. It's that powerful reinforcing loop that confirms his like water analogy in real time.
Wow.
This isn't just theory, it's an observable phenomenon that literally transforms both parties in that moment.
So what does this all mean for a lasting, permanent change in how we operate and interact, especially in our professional lives? This isn't just about a one-time trick or a temporary fix, is it? We're talking about something more fundamental.
Absolutely not. Mel Kaufman's life's work concludes this particular miracle, Miracle 35, with a profoundly powerful phrase: ignore no more forever.
Ignore no more forever.
Yeah, it's not just a suggestion, it's really advocating for a permanent, ethical, and practically game-changing shift in our behavior.
Hmm.
It underscores the profound importance of consistently acknowledging everyone you encounter, making it a fundamental part of who you are and how you move through the world. It's a conscious decision, really, to operate from a place of connection and validation.
That's powerful. And this truly connects back to what we call putting on your networking hat, that mindset of intentional, positive engagement in every interaction. It's not just a strategy you put on and take off like a piece of clothing. It's a fundamental change in mindset that enhances every single interaction you have. It makes you more present, more impactful, and, well, genuinely more human in your professional endeavors. It becomes part of your professional identity, right?
Precisely. By adopting this principle of continuous acknowledgement, you naturally become more influential, more valued, and yes, indeed, a more memorable part of any network, any community, any professional setting. You're not just a name or a title anymore. You're the person who makes others feel seen, respected, and important. And that builds trust, it opens doors to unexpected opportunities, and it cultivates a reputation that pays dividends far beyond any immediate transaction. It lets you build deeper, more meaningful connections, one sincere acknowledgement at a time.
Okay, this has been incredibly insightful. To help you, our listener, deeply integrate these gold nuggets into your own life and professional practice, we have some important questions for you to reflect on. We truly encourage you to maybe pause after each one, even jot down some thoughts and really consider these, because that's where the real transformation starts.
Okay, here's the first retention question for you. Why is ignoring a stranger at a networking event considered detrimental, both for them and for you, beyond just missing a potential business opportunity?
Yeah, think about that feeling of being made 1 inch tall, and also consider how Mel's water analogy applies to your own self-esteem in that scenario when you ignore someone.
Mm. And the second question, how does the principle that when you raise others' esteem, your self-esteem goes up, along with theirs, encourage a more generous and proactive approach to networking, moving away from purely transactional thinking?
Right. Remember how we discussed the financially wise act part and the idea that self-esteem isn't zero sum? How does that really change your perspective on giving, maybe generously, in a professional context?
And finally, Mel's powerful mantra, ignore no more forever. What practical, specific steps can you commit to taking to ensure you consistently acknowledge everyone you encounter in professional settings, starting, say, today or tomorrow?
These questions are just so valuable for cementing these learnings into immediate, actionable changes in your life. They're really designed to make a tangible difference.
So yeah, to recap our deep dive today, the simple yet profound act of acknowledging others is truly a dual benefit miracle for self-esteem, theirs and yours. It's both a moral imperative and, as we've explored, a remarkably financially astute strategy. Now, here's a final provocative thought for you to mull over today and maybe this week. Consider how many little miracles, both personal and professional, you can create just by consciously choosing not to ignore someone today.
We've really just scratched the surface of Miracle 35 and touched on Miracle 17. For even more insights and to really solidify these habits, definitely make sure to download the bonus content workbook from Miracle 35. And also grab the free app. Both are mentioned and linked right there in the episode description. They're packed with more gold nuggets and practical tools from Mel Kaufman's life's work.
And we'd genuinely love to hear from you. After you try these tips out, please come back and comment. Tell us about your experiences, any wins you've had, or even the challenges you faced. Your insights truly enrich this community and honestly help us all learn together.
Absolutely. And for maximum retention, we highly suggest maybe re-listening to this deep dive again tomorrow, perhaps next week, and even next month. You'll honestly be amazed at the new insights you uncover as you gain more experience putting these principles into practice in your own life.
And, if you found real value in this message today, please consider sharing this information with your networking circle, your colleagues, your friends. By doing so, you'll not only grow your own influence by being a source of powerful ideas, but you'll also help spread these transformative principles to others who could really benefit from them.
And of course, please make sure to click like and subscribe or follow our show. Maybe hit that notification bell too, so you'll know immediately when Mel's next powerful insight, his next gold nugget, is dropped.
Now go put on your networking hat and grow your business.